I've heard it said that shame is the original lie. Shame basically distorts the truth about things as they are, about our role in the world, about our view of ourselves and our worth. Shame tells us that we need to hide. As I was doing research for this project, I came across a thesis study that one man did, and he had a group of people, and 77% of that group of homeless people had observed at least one schizoid trait. And a lot of times these went hand in hand with other mental disorders like depression, but for the schizoid trait, whether it was straight schizophrenia or dissociation or some kind of schizoaffective disorder, fragmented reality, these go kind of hand in hand with the shame that we are less than or that we are damaged. So I have an experience where, I'm just basically going downtown to do some shopping, and I've had deliberate thoughts that, I need to not carry any money with me because I'm gonna come across these people downtown Salt Lake. There's a lot of homeless people and they're gonna ask me for money. So I just kind of think, if I don't make eye contact, right? Because it's like, I wonder, what can I do? I can't give them money. It's illegal and it just doesn't feel right. And I'm not saying that that's a bad thought to have or a good thought. I'm just saying that I notice the way that I think and respond and the way that I feel afterwards. So kind of have that, and I feel animosity or discomfort. I feel planning ahead. It's kind of the same way I feel where, people make mean jokes about other people. I don't feel right when that happens. I consider a different way that I can respond. And just kind of in contrast, I have other ways that I've responded that I just want to propose or share, just to kind of get your creative juices flowing. What's worked for me, just kind of understanding that there are people that are damaged out there, and, whether it be for whatever reason, but they're going to cross my path and I'm going to cross theirs. What's worked for me has been truth statements, like honest, responsible, humble. If I say, hey, I'm not going to give you money, but did you notice the moon? I really enjoy that. I hope that you do too. Just kind of taking a second to just identify that they're a person and I see them. I've had really positive experiences from doing that. Another way that we can kind of combat the issue of homelessness is to be aware of resources around us and pointing other people. I came across a radio program that had a woman on there. She's a police officer and she was abused at one point in her life, and she basically set up this. It's called Journey of Hope, Utah, and she has where you can go and volunteer and you can help mentor people. She has it set up so that people that come into the program needing resources and shelters actually end up working with her and becoming mentors. So it's just kind of this circle of hope, this journey of hope. A couple years ago on Facebook, I had a friend share this picture, and she had given this out to a homeless man, and it basically had resources for places that were hiring and the scripture, It reminds me of a poem. I'm just going to share a little tidbit, but it says, let me live in a house by the side of the road, hear the race of men go by. The men who are bad, the men who are good, the men who are bad, as good and as bad as I. I would not sit in the scorner's seat, or hurl the cynic's ban. Let me live in a house by the side of the road and be a friend to man. There's a lot of different ways that we can approach things, and I just think that there are ways that we can positively infect each other, and that connection is basically the way to heal from shame, and that a lot of people that are homeless have a lot of shame. So whether it be a smile or just not looking away or a word, there's definitely an impact that we can make. Thank you for listening.